Welcome to the Sabrosa podcast, your underground hub.
Welcome back to another episode of the Sabrosa podcast. We are here with some very special guests.
That's a Freckles Ned.
Please introduce yourselves.
It's nobody and nobody. You already know what it is, man. Staten Island's own.
We got nobody from nowhere and Fr3akyQuis, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
I go by the name of Fr3akyQuis, Freckles Ned. Shout
Let's
out Stapleton,
go.
man.
Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all?
I'm excited for today's
Oh,
episode.
yeah. Two of us.
Nah,
Two.
definitely.
I'm excited. We have a
definitely.
lot to recap. We have a lot to talk about.
For sure.
And I definitely want to introduce you to the listeners of the Sabrosa podcast.
Yo,
because
what's
they
good,
need to know
y'all?
about
Much
y'all,
love to the
you
listeners
feel me?
out there.
Much love to
You
y'all.
know?
We
Sabrosa.
nothing without y'all.
For
Right. So first of all, how are you guys doing today?
I'm great. I'm doing very, very good.
Feeling good, man. How about yourself? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm
Dope,
good. I'm
dope,
doing
dope,
good.
dope.
You know, it was kind of a little bit of traffic and stuff getting over here and stuff like that. But besides that, it's a great day.
You know how it is when we live out here in the tri-state area, right?
Right. It's like traffic out of nowhere, and it's like for no
Word,
reason.
And it's
word.
all
You
day.
get- yeah.
Even when you think it ain't, you run right into a shitload of it. So, shout out NYCNJ. You know what I mean? The whole tri-state area. We love y'all.
Facts. That's facts. So let's get right into it because we have a lot of ground to cover. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, right.
we're just gonna dive right into it. So tell us a little bit about. Let's start with you, nobody. Let's start with you, and how did you get your start with music?
My whole background is musical. Like I got older brothers and sisters, so I got different generations built up in my catalog as far as music. Plus my parents, the old school music. So it's just like, But I love listening to R&B music though. I listen to R&B more than I listen to rap music.
For real?
Facts.
How about you?
My story's pretty similar to Slime Balls, and student of the game first. Before
Facts.
anything
Word.
else.
Definitely.
Student of the game, and just growing up, just loving music, all forms. Hip hop being at the top of the list, but yeah, R&B. I love me some funk, so you know what I mean. I love me some disco and some funk.
Yeah.
So it's where I
Different
get a lot
kind
of
of
my
music.
wicked ideas from. But yeah, just growing up, just student of the game, and just later on in the years practicing my artistry. You know what I mean. It's been a journey in itself, man. A journey that's continuing to go right now, for the lack of a better explanation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely respect having a musical background because would you guys say that growing up, like you saw like hip hop in the people that were older than you listen to hip hop in your family?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
And then I had my own experience with the music, but definitely hearing and listening, it was different, a different time back in the day. Like they really broke artists, so you really heard a variety of music back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
they-
From
I've-
go.
No, my bad. I just feel like people. I got excited. I just feel like people were more like super fans back in the day than how they are now because I feel like music is just coming out at such an alarm like fast rate.
Yeah, it's not
That-
really too real. Like it's not no meaning. It was a lot of meaningful music back in the day.
Right.
So it's not, you know what I mean? It's like it's just like a come up to a lot of artists. Some artists still, kind of, the essence on full display. Well, nowadays, and I don't knock anybody. You got to get the coin, man. But nowadays it's kind of just about anybody, any and everybody's taking a try, a swing.
Yeah,
at it,
it's
you know
more
what I mean?
image than talent
Yeah.
nowadays.
It's not. I feel like nowadays it's just about like having a machine or not having a machine
Right,
behind you
right.
or like having somebody. Because at the end of the day, like 6ix9ine, people say what they say about 6ix9ine and stuff like that. But he did make mad videos about how to like get a number one. He said it like several times. You could buy a Billboard number one.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, it's a
at
hustle
the end
nowadays.
of the day, so you could, if you have enough, if you want to invest thousands of millions of dollars, yeah, you could blow. But it's like, do you want to do all of that and then end up with nothing?
Yeah.
So it just depends. But I didn't want to bring him up because I don't really fuck with him. But I'm just saying that he did mad videos of it, and it's just
Word.
like, that's the facts.
Yeah, this
So,
is a different time period.
Yeah.
and
with
it
the
just even
music.
that a person like that could blow up is crazy to me. But anyway,
It's a
that's
blueprint. It's
That's
like
what I said.
how to
It's
become a hot rapper now.
It's
Like,
just-
it's more
Cats
image
follow
than
trends.
talent.
Yeah,
It's more
They
image
go,
than
they
talent.
hit social media with the antics, and you know what I mean. That's not really what we're about. That's not our,
no.
our approach to become
Like
notable names in the
you gonna
hip-hop
see like
industry.
within our body of works like
Exactly.
Yeah.
things that we listen to,
There's nothing wrong
what
with-
inspired us to make certain songs and things of that nature. But yeah, definitely big on the artistry and
more than anything. More
You
than
know-
anything. First, before anything else, the artistry itself. You know what I mean? To piggyback off of what Slombo said. You know what I'm saying? Like we put that on full display, and that's to the forefront of this whole of the Crew Love Entertainment product. You know what I mean?
yeah, just
And
trying
just
to
to give you potent product.
word and make a contribution to the hip hop community. Like
For sure. For sure.
definitely add something new to it.
That when I had the opportunity to go see y'all perform in person. We're gonna get into that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Word,
FCU
word.
24. It was
So
dope, man. Shout out K.
Shout out
Right.
to Sabrosa, man, for coming
Yeah.
through for
I
that.
had to
yo.
pull up. I had to see
Fish,
what's
my boy
going
DF
on.
in the
Yeah,
background.
shout out
Yeah.
DF. He's here recording. He's doing his thing right now.
Yeah, it was live.
I definitely want to bring up. I usually start from back into current, and I did see a visual that you guys dropped, and it was how to rap, and it was
Okay.
the beat that you guys use on that. It was from a cipher, right?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
from a BET cipher, I think it was.
That-
But that yeah, dropped a visual. It was in the Manhattan studio, and that video is fire. Like the rappers that are in it, y'all did your thing. Like I was like, oh shit, like these motherfuckers is rapping. and
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, we
I
don't
was
play.
like, aight.
I take this. I just don't say I rap. I really do this.
Yeah, we don't kind of mess around, man. We got
What-
bars, man. For real, for real.
Would you guys say that it's hard, or it has its challenges because you guys are from Staten Island and you have to come after like such big acts like Wu-Tang and like
That plays a little. I mean, we not trying to fill nobody's shoes, but I mean that plays like a little bit of factor. But it just our burrow in a hole is just like they not gonna support you till somebody else support you type shit. So it's like we just gonna keep working and like we ain't looking for that. That's why I said
Home
man,
is home, and we
like,
love home, man. Shout
Yeah,
out
but
Stapleton,
we
man.
ain't-
Shout out SI, but
we ain't looking
yeah,
for that.
local popularity contest. We kind of thinking even bigger than that. Like Slombo said, to piggyback off it. It's usually after others discover you from other places all over when the city starts to back you up. So it's
Yeah,
like
so
we put little attention into that, more attention into just global domination. If I'm
yeah.
making any sense, you know what I mean?
yeah, the bigger picture.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Talking about the bigger picture, you guys have teamed up, right? You guys are doing this music shit together and building together, and having performances together. What are some things that you guys would say that some advantages that you guys have?
Just the work ethic, like and putting in the time in to do this. It takes time. Like every time you I mean, I heard this. Shout out to GT. He said something like, every time you miss a studio session, it's like a block on your career. Like you pushing back your career types. So it's just like putting in the work and the time and the dedication to do it, and then on top of that, put out quality music at that. That's what really separates us from a lot. Like we ain't following trends. We got our own wave with everything that we do. So it's like
Everything's original. I kind of pride myself on not having the latest song sound like the last or the next song after that. You know what I mean? I pride myself on that. So even if something project or something may take a couple of months because of that, because I want every song to have its own feeling, give off its own message. Then so be it. You know what I mean? We take quality over quantity, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of meaningless music that gets flown out. You know, it flies out nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Word. And beat selection is very, very crucial. Like that could determine a lot. You could be spitting the most fireest shit, but if you pick the wrong beat, it's like nobody's gonna pay attention to it. So
yeah, Slavo, he big
That's
on beat.
crucial.
Yeah, for sure, for
No,
sure.
it really
me,
is,
Yeah, it
though.
is. When me personally, I like to challenge myself when it comes to instrumentals. Shout out to all my go-to producers, Sly Ventures on the
Word.
beat, Charlie B, CB, what up?
Shout out
Killer Mac, my nigga
Killer
Killer
Mac.
Mac
That's
on the
my
beat.
blood brother
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
Killer
facts,
Mac, man.
facts,
We got
Killer
the
Mac.
same
Yeah, that's my
same
guy.
father,
And
man.
Super Mark too. Shout out Super Mark. You know what I mean? But
Word,
anytime a
Sly
producer,
Vintage, Charlie
yeah,
Beats
that's the
too.
bro.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Charlie
uh
Beats.
huh. But anytime a producer asks me like what kind of beats I like, I
Dusty
always tell
Baker
them.
too.
Yeah,
Word.
shout out Dusty
Shout out
Baker.
Dusty Baker, man.
I always
yo,
tell
like,
them like,
literally.
Word.
yeah.
That's fire.
we
Like
don't
I'm
we don't
telling you,
YouTube beats.
when I went to the spot and to the show, I peeped. Wasn't he there, Charlie Beats?
Yeah, Charlie
CB,
Beats was definitely
shout
in the
out
building.
CB.
Shout out
like,
Charlie
and I
Beats,
seen
man.
how cool all y'all are. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
shit, that's
chemistry's
fire.
yeah, a lot of
And how a lot of
camaraderie.
the songs were like he produced them. So I think that's dope as fuck because
For
he
sure,
has
for sure. He, as a
lot
matter of fact, he
variety.
just dropped a new tape.
Yeah,
not to
New
cut you off.
Amsterdam.
New
Word.
Amsterdam.
Make
You
sure
can
y'all
catch
all
myself as well
platforms.
as the bro, nobody from nowhere on there. Shout out CB. Yeah,
Al Fresco, man. Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah, shout
everybody
out to
that was
bro.
on the tape. Hugh, Fest, everybody, you know what I mean? Brive,
It's a dope one.
New Amsterdam. Make sure you go check that out. All platforms, YouTube, everything.
For sure.
How is it collaborating? How do you guys pick and choose who you're gonna collaborate with?
Yo, for me, it's not really a pick and choose thing. Like I'm open to collab with anybody. Just you know, you got to come with it, cause I'm next level with this. Not to toot my own horn, but that's my approach. You know what I mean? Like although it is camaraderie being built, it's also competitive. So it's like, yo, I'm down to work with you. Just know what you did. You swimming with sharks. You know what I mean?
And then mostly like that should just be organic. Like we just be in the stew. I guess like if you ever heard about how like they made the Chronic album or they made Doggy Style album, it's like it just, you know what I mean? We just be mobbing, having fun, and just be coming up with this shit like that. Like, you know, it ain't no hard shit to just come up with it. Like just in there in the chemistry and we just be vibing.
That definitely beats out on sending music back and forth. I know that's it's a very state of the art way of doing it, but we rather us all in the studio organically, like Slombo said, organically creating. You know what I mean? Allowing all our ideas to clash and throwing stuff off the wall, see if it sticks. You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah, that's important. Yeah, to be original.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
there's
for
so
sure.
many things that look the same, sound the same,
Word.
and that's not the
Especially
energy that y'all
nowadays, it's
giving.
like copycat raps all over the place, man. Like I said before, I pride myself on not being that way. Like I always want to even start a verse off with something that's gonna make you say like, "Damn, I think
Facts.
to that."
Not
You know what I
not even
mean?
using the same wordplay
Yeah,
as
right.
people. Like all of that. All of that plays a factor with this. So
So what's your creative process like? Like how do y'all determine are y'all the type that y'all know exactly what you're gonna do before you get to the studio, or like do you guys wait to get to the studio to just start the whole process?
Yeah, that's a
yeah, that's a
that's
dope
a
question.
good question. That's a great
Word,
question.
dope
And
question.
to be honest with you, the chemistry that we've built over time, I'm being absolutely honest. We can kind of do both. Sometimes we shoot off the hip. Like I said, we get in the studio and we just Sly Ventures to throw on a beat, or we create a beat from scratch and we just build the song from scratch. Sometimes we come with joints already prepared that we've been talking about over for months. Yo, bro, I got this joint. Yo, I want to do this with the joint, like 12. You know what I'm saying? Slombo came with the beat. Shout out Killer Mac. And we just over time, like,
Word,
you know what, we
like,
just
yeah, I like
12,
to
12,
build
12,
it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I like we definitely be coming prepared to the stew, but I feel
do
like the
both.
best songs be the joints that we just create from scratch. Cause like I don't know how to make beats, but we put our input on a lot of the beats that we rap over. We put a lot of input on them, so I like that process better to me. But I
Yeah.
do both though. But I like that process
And
better.
if I had to say which one I like better, I like the opposite. You feel me? So that's what makes
Yeah.
us so dope. 'Cause
Yeah,
I like to come
word.
prepared with joints that I've been thinking about over for
Yeah.
months
Yeah.
and composing for months. But I could also get in there and do a joint in 15
Yeah.
minutes that we just came up with. Like I could do either or. Like either or. We're artists.
Yeah, definitely. We niggas really do this shit, man. It's not
for
a game.
real. Complete package over here. You
I
know
mean,
what
it's
I'm
gonna
saying?
tell. It's gonna tell. Like time gonna tell. Like you gonna see as the
We are
more
complete.
projects come out, people gonna see like what it really
We
is.
got the uninvited guest. Shout out Leo the God too. We got uninvited
Yeah,
guests
shout
coming
out
up.
my brethren Leo the God, man.
And then we got
South
the
Side,
82. We got Grief on
Queens.
Cloud 9. And we got the social distance. And we about to bombard y'all with a lot of Crew Love Entertainment.
I got
projects,
82
man.
dropping. You know. Well, you know, we already got the H2 out, then the H2 Deluxe.
H2 Deluxe, the Killer Tape.
Killer
Shout
Tape.
out Killer Mac. You know what I mean?
You know what I
The
mean?
Killing Tape is fire.
We on a lot of
for
other.
sure,
We on a
dude,
lot
right.
of other joints too, from up and coming artists from the island and stuff too. So
Absolutely.
we just working, man.
How is it collaborating with Charlie Beats? Because I've noticed that you guys work a lot with Charlie Beats. So how is that collaboration like? Are you guys friends?
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
me and
definitely.
CB go way back. We 10304 babies, man. We from I'm from Stapleton. He's from Park Hill. You know what I mean? So we cousins. You know what I'm saying? Shout out CB. But yeah, we
Word.
go way back. But yo, it kind of just again organically, like, you know what I mean. We've been talking about it for years. But then one time I came by him one time. I had nobody on the horn with me, and we just building all together
Word.
and just started creating from there. Like, you know, I came to with a track for him to master for me, but then it just kind of organically started from there. You know?
Word. Shout out to shout out CB,
Fr3akyQuis, what
man.
up?
Him and Sly mixed and mastered the Killer Tape.
Nah, the Killer Tape is fire.
Word.
You got 11 joints on there.
Yeah, so that chemistry with like he worked the same way we work, so it's just that it just going to gel naturally because we don't
not
waste
much
time,
force in it,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't waste time. It's not no force or nothing. It just happens. Like
Organic.
That's the best, right?
word,
That
yeah,
has to be the
yeah,
best.
word, definitely.
I mean, it has to be effortlessly. It has to make sense because if something feels forced, like you're not gonna want to do it.
Yeah,
Right,
nah.
right,
right.
Everything
For
is
sure.
really like organic. Like you said, like we come with playing joints, but it's half that and half just organically coming up with things right there on the spot. So that's like the fun. That's what the fun thing about it for real.
Would you guys say that Staten Island needs more credit due to the talent that's pouring out of there?
I mean, I'm not gonna say all of that. I'm gonna say Staten Island needs more light because there is, but I mean everything that's coming out there ain't all that. But I mean that's just like any other spot. But it's just like
Niggas start.
they just show more light to different places because old Brooklyn or Harlem or
Right.
and it's just that now ain't nothing never came after Wu-Tang like that for real. Like we had certain things, but
Even to the point where now it's like it's hard to even shake that because it's been nothing else really. Shout out to those like JoJo Pellegrino and even CJ.
yeah,
who
shout
did,
out them.
But we talking about to the magnitude of a Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? So now
That was consistently
now
killing
people are
them for
expecting the
years,
next act
like-
from Staten Island to sound just like Wu in a sense. You know what I mean? So it kind of is a little, it forms a bubble for us to burst out of, for the lack of a better term. You know what I mean? So it is an uphill battle, but we got this, man. We got this.
Yeah, definitely. Just stay tuned, man. Just definitely stay tuned.
Yeah,
It's
because
cool,
when I
shit,
was
man.
watching the performances, thank you for inviting me over there.
Oh, you
no,
already
thank you for
know,
coming
man.
out.
You
Thank you for
fam
coming
now,
out.
so
Yes, thank you so much.
Definitely.
I had fun, and watching all the performances and everything, I was like, yo, there's mad talent out here. Like,
Nah, it definitely is. Shout out to everybody that performed at the Peace and Unity Fest, man.
Yeah, that was a
Shout
dope
out
show,
to
man.
Case, man, for putting that together. You already know,
Yeah,
man.
shout out my nigga K, man.
Yeah,
That was fire right there. Yeah, shout out to everybody that performed like Slombo said, man. It was dope. It was definitely a monumental event on Staten Island, man. We don't get that too often out there, so it was dope to see some of the locals come out and perform and put their talents on full display, man. Shout out everybody, man. But we definitely rocked the house.
Word, definitely
Yeah,
put
you
on.
guys,
That.
that was
Yeah.
literally the next thing I was gonna touch on.
Yeah, we killed that.
Your performance. I'm definitely gonna make sure to insert that into this podcast. So guys, stay
Thank you,
tuned.
thank
At the end
you.
of the video, it will be in there. But you guys did good. You guys did great. Like your performance
Appreciate
was
that.
really good.
Appreciate that.
And do you all practice
Oh,
prior
definitely.
to
Like this
performing?
shit, like the NBA, NFL, like
Yeah,
practice make perfect.
Yeah,
Kobe ain't get nice
IPs
like
they say,
that.
right?
yeah.
Just
Proper
chilling.
preparation
Mad
prevents
in
poor
sync,
Word.
performance, man. Yeah, we
like mad
believe
in
in that.
sync with the
Yeah, we
performance.
believe
Yeah,
in
Like
nah,
that. We
definitely.
rehearse. Any up? We're still
rehearsing.
upcoming artists, but to any upcoming artists out there, like definitely, perfect your craft, man, to
Definitely,
the best
man.
of your abilities. You know what I mean? Practice. We rehearse all the time, man. Rather it's verses or preparing for shows, man. We rehearse. We get in the trenches and we perfect our craft, man. To
Definitely.
represent our product the right way, the way we vision it. You know what I mean?
Word.
So, for sure.
How would you say your work life balance is? Like doing music and spending all the time with music, and then having a personal life, like friends and family. Like, how would you describe the work life balance?
Man, at this point, it's like, man, get to the money and get to the goal, and it's like, if people can't understand that, then like we trying to be somewhere where a lot of our peers ain't at. So it's like you can't get there just BSing, partying, and bullshit and all of that. So it's
Right.
like,
I just you find you allow it to organically balance itself. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'm a family man before anything. Like my days of partying and shit like that is over with. So all I'm about is taking care of my family, and this is another way of pushing towards that. Not that I look at it as just that a dollar sign, because it's a passion of mine. I've been rapping since I
definitely,
was 7. But like I said, life has been life, and now, you know what I mean. I have my family to provide for, so that's that's where you find the balance. I'm doing that for those purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything else in between, I don't even care about it. To be honest with you, my
yeah,
family, my team, my music. That's it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, elevation. That's
well,
Elevation,
about.
definitely,
for
definitely.
all of us. You know what I mean? That's about it.
And then trying to reach new heights to show others that they can reach their heights and goals and do things they want to do. Life ain't all
For
about
my
being at
people, yeah,
somebody 9 to 5 and do follow your dreams, man.
yeah.
Follow your
Dream
shits,
big, never
man. Don't
stop.
let
Dream big and
nobody
never
tell
stop.
you can't do anything you put your mind to. You can do that shit for real.
That's true. If there was some advice that you could give to your younger selves, what would it be?
Save that cotton, man. Save
Yeah.
that cotton. You blew a lot of cotton back in the day, bro. You
Save
wildin'.
that cash money,
Yeah, yeah.
Word, like
baby.
And
you
stay
blew a lot of
focused.
bread.
Stay focused. Like stop letting things, you know what I mean, and temporary fun, temporary temptation itself. Stop letting
Yeah,
that,
temptation is a motherfucker, yo.
derail you. You know what I'm saying? Like derail your you know what I mean, your course. Stay the course and shit. Stay focused. You know what I mean? That's what I would have told my younger self.
Word.
Save that money. I think
And save it.
that definitely.
Right. There's a
That's
lot of
definitely.
partying, man.
Yeah, everything gets more expensive as you get older too.
Word, definitely.
A lot of partying.
Too much. I know that you guys have a lot of music already that's out and upcoming projects. Do you have any performances coming up?
Yeah, September 28th. Shout out to Jay the Jeweler, man.
Shout out to
Sneakers and
Jeweler.
speakers.
Yeah.
Oh
We gonna
yeah,
CLV gonna be in the building, holding it down.
Sabrosa.
You know what I
definitely gonna
mean?
be over there.
We gonna
Yeah.
we
Damn
gonna
right.
have gang with us, Charlie Beats and Al Fresco with us.
Shout out to the
Slide
guys.
DF
We'll be out there
gonna be in the
928.
building.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So Staten
928.
Island invades Richmond, man. We there
True
September
Love
28th.
Entertainment invades, man.
Word. And October 12th, shout out to the Real Party G, man. We gonna be in the Bronx October 12th, putting it down.
Yeah. Shout
Definitely
out.
we out there. Shout out to the
We'll be
Real
there.
Party
That's 10,
G,
12.
man.
Yeah. Facts.
Word. And
True Love
shout
invades,
out my
man.
man BG, man, holding
Shout
the
out BG,
434
you know.
down.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
So catch us over there, man.
The event in the Bronx, is it like in a venue or is it like in a spot?
It's at a venue, if you know what I mean, I'm not mistaken. I'm definitely gonna be posting the details soon. Follow the Instagram too. Nobody underscore from CLV. Word, and stay tuned. We're gonna update everybody on what's going on. But yeah, definitely
Follow
though,
me on the
October
gram,
12th.
Freckles _ near.
And
Wow.
ELFR3KO _ N3AR. Follow me, man.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fact that today's episode is gonna be a part of a music video.
Yeah, we get ready to shoot this vid
Definitely.
too. Bath and Body Works off the Killer Tape. Go stream that on all platforms.
Word, Killer Tape, man. Shout out to Killer Mac, man.
As well as the H2 tape and the H2 Deluxe, man. All crew love music, man.
That
But yeah, we
whole-
getting ready to shoot this dope vid.
That whole joint is fully produced by Killer Mac,
Killer
man.
Mac,
Shout out,
what's
go
up, man?
holler at him. Killer Mac Music on IG, man.
Yes,
Go
sir.
follow that
That's the
man,
bro,
man,
man.
for them fire ass beats.
Stop playing, man. Stop YouTubing them beats, man.
Word.
What do you think about that? Like the whole YouTube beats, like people YouTubing beats.
It would be smooth if sometimes it runs you into issues when it comes down to distributing your music. You know what I mean? It says free.
That is
I
an
wish-
issue.
It's free for you to write and record it on it, but
I wish it
run
was
into issues.
a little easier for the artist to have access to the producer, like
Right.
a better connection. So it would be a better communication on what's going on, you know. But I think YouTube beats for us is like just practice. But
Yeah,
we got in-house
past
producers, so we
we
on.
got a team of producers, man. And shout out
Yeah,
to those
word.
who do the YouTube beats, but it's just not our cup of tea. You know what I
Word,
mean?
word.
Like you said, what Slime Ball was saying, and just bringing it back to what we said earlier about working with others. It's always better when it's done organically. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Super Mark too, man. Shout out
The
Slime
actual
Vintage.
process.
Yep, absolutely, no question.
Shout out to the process.
Yes, trust the process. Man. Sixers
I-
might come to Philly too. Man. I mean, to Jersey. What you think about that? You heard about that?
A what?
The Philadelphia 76ers might come to New Jersey.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what you saying, trust the process, it made me think about that. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know, I used to love watching basketball, like NBA, and I just stopped watching it after 2020.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
literally
Pandemic was a great. There was,
stopped.
the pandemic was crazy.
Like I never watched another basketball game again.
Yeah, I really don't watch
It's
too
been
much
years
sports, but
already.
I gamble though. Shout out to FanDuel,
Shout out.
man.
FanDuel.
She said that.
I gamble,
niggas
but
money.
I
I
don't
be
really
with it
care about
sometime.
watching the games and shit.
How
But
do
yeah.
you pick a parlay or all that stuff? How do you know which one to pick?
Hey
and all
yo,
that? It's
shout
so
out
confusing.
my cousin, man, cause he sent me the link to all his, and he don't do the parlays. That's how he be hitting. So shout out to my cousin, man. Day, he sent me all his the links to what his bets be, man.
Shout out to the fact that you could like have an app and like bet on sports, and it's
Shout out,
totally
yeah.
cool.
We in the new
Word.
world, man.
And actually get bread off that
Everything-
shit, like,
everything's on, at the
and
click of your
hit
fingers.
crazy, like that's
in
the
your
crazy
phone.
shit.
Everything's at the
So-
click of your fingers and your
Shout
phone
out to the
nowadays.
niggas that's living off of FanDuel too.
Right.
Shout out to the niggas that made a life off of FanDuel that don't work and just make FanDuel money.
FanDuel,
Shout out to y'all,
look,
bro.
they
For
still
real.
win on FanDuel. Then they teach niggas how to win on FanDuel. So
Word.
shout out to
And
them.
shout out to y'all for mentoring too, man.
Fact.
Yo,
Word.
I've been to the in AC they have like a FanDuel like
Mhm.
lounge or whatever, and it's
Word.
like mad big. And like, I mean, I've seen.
Nah,
it,
that
I'm
shit
like, yo,
big
that's crazy.
business, man.
Yeah, they're not playing no games.
Shout out to everybody who supports Crew Love Entertainment, Freaky
Word.
Queens, nobody from nowhere. Shout out to all of y'all, man. We're gonna keep this shit going. I got a lot of music on the way in store. You know what I mean? We're getting ready to shoot a dope video. Shout out to my little bro, Dead Fish, over there in the background. DF, man.
Well, shout out DF.
DF fresh to death. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into that. Is there anything that you guys want? You know, just a little insider that you guys want to give us about what you're working on or what's to come, like the project that you're working on now.
Right. Well, we got a group project, uninvited guests.
Shout out Leo the
you know
God.
what? You know what I mean? Me, Fr3akyQuis, Leo the God, produced by Sly. You know what I mean? I
Guys,
think
we
we got
Killer
shout
Mac on
out
there.
with
Shout
Killer
out
Mac. We got
is
a
on
few
there, but
Killer
executive-
Mac joints on
Executive
there.
produced by D Sly Vintage on the beat. You know what I mean?
Word. You know, then I got the 82 dropping in November.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little small EP for the the end of year off, but it's gonna be very impactful though.
Then I got
Very
impactful.
impactful.
I got Grief on Cloud 9. That's a collab tape with myself and Killer Mac. Killer Mac. Nobody from nowhere will be all over that. As well as Social Distancing, man. That's a special gift from myself and my brother Sly Vintage. Shout out Sly Vintage, man. That's my bro, man.
Do you guys have any merch or any like physical?
We got some merch coming.
Well,
man.
it'll be
We got-
product.
at the 28th show in Richmond. There'll definitely be merch on
Shout
deck.
out my bro Nardo, man. man. Stay
Yeah.
You
woke.
know,
We got
yeah. Shout out Nardo, man. We gonna have the
lot of
If
merch
things.
on
there's some
deck.
vinyl, yo, I'm dead ass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for
Oh
sure, for
yeah,
sure.
now
I
that's the
got you.
next move. Working on the
Yeah.
vinyl, the
Lot of merch,
tapes.
lot of
You know what
lot of
I
crew
mean?
love
But we
gifts
definitely gonna have
from
merch
us
on
to you
deck.
guys coming, man, for sure.
yeah, that's great.
We in the
That's what's
lab right
up.
now as we speak. We in the lab right now. And
Anything else? Any other creative endeavors besides music that you wanna dive into, like acting or doing other
well, I
stuff?
got my baby.
Definitely.
I got her. She's she pawn up, bro. I got my baby. She is a Swiss Army knife. Shout out my baby Nori. And I want to get her into. I want to put her talents on full display. She does everything from dance to acting. But eventually, I want to maybe possibly tap into, along with continuing to drive the boat that is Crew Love Entertainment. I want to get into some film writing and things of that nature.
Yeah, definitely big on the film writing and just writing scripts and things of that
Yeah,
nature.
for
I definitely
sure.
want to get. I even want to produce and film movies eventually one day.
Eventually, you got to fade to black, play background
Word.
and peep the game from the coach's point of view. So I want to eventually make it there too. But, I want to put in some heavy work, you know what I mean? First for, Crew Love Entertainment, then eventually, fade it to black. Again, peep the
Well,
game
and
from
I
the coach's
definitely
point
want
of
to.
view.
I mean, I know you said that's not dealing with the music, but I want to do artist development, bring artist development back, and start building up real artists, real talent, and showing them not only the performance part, but the business side of the game too.
Absolutely. Give seminars and all that to artists. So, we all moving in a time where it's more the artists, who has say so over things. But we
Like a
do know those
school?
crazy deals are still out there.
I don't know about a
Like
school
a
yet,
school?
but definitely do some mentoring though.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
mentoring and business management, contract laws, things of that nature.
allow hip hop to
That's
continue to
fire.
thrive. Yeah, to
You
allow hip
know,
hop to continue to thrive because we see it's up and down thing right now. You know what I mean? So we want
Word.
things to get back to where it's supposed to be the right way this time around. You know what I mean? Because you hear the stories all the time about back in the days how artists were jerked for all of their artistry that they put out there on the forefront. These labels were tearing them up. You know what I mean?
Word,
We don't
definitely.
want that for ourselves or the future of hip hop. So you know what I
Yep.
mean? Each one teach one type of approach.
Actually, I just saw a video. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. He just there
Rest
was
in
a
Yeah,
peace,
video.
R.I.P. Rich
RHQ, man.
Homie
There
Quan,
was
man.
there
Rest
was a
in
video
peace.
dropped that he said that once he came out, like once he blew up, he got into some bad paperwork, and he was like that was young and dumb. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's usually the story with a lot of people. So if they're just knowledgeable of what's going on, it could avoid stuff.
Yeah, you gotta hold out sometimes. If whatever like they off you, just know you worth 10 times that. So
Absolutely, or else
don't
they
don't
wouldn't even be
jump for
talking to you.
everything.
Right, don't
Word.
nosedive. They wouldn't even be talking to you if they, if you weren't worth that plus some. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's crazy how a lot of rappers just pass away. That's just
Ah
unfortunate.
man, it's the lifestyle. Some
Yeah.
choose to live, especially nowadays. I find it, it's baffling that they kind of speak their deaths into existence, man. Let's stray away from the whole dissing the dead and you know what I mean, doing this crazy stuff to each other. Shout out to the young brothers that were unfortunately lost their lives, behind those actions. But I mean, we need to, as a community, as a whole community in a whole, stray away from that, as well as the heavy drug use, man. Let's stray away
Wow,
from
for
that
real.
too. You know what I mean?
Kids say no to drugs.
Say no.
Unfortunately, it's glorified in some
Yeah, it's
aspects.
super glorified, but
But it's then you have results like that because people don't see what other people go through behind the scenes,
For
and
sure.
then it's like a taboo subject. They feel like they can't talk to nobody about it, and then that's why all of this happens when it could be avoided.
yeah,
However, um, even people that are successful, that look what happens.
yeah, sex,
So
drugs, and rock and roll sells. So
Yeah, you gotta find balance with everything, and just like that, you're bombarded with such fame, such money, such attention. Some, for the, no pun intended, they overdose off of just that. You know what I mean? Just that lifestyle alone. So everything in moderation. You know what I mean? Find balance for everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
what?
yeah.